The system is designed so these two types of control are constantly communicating with each other to find the absolute best path.
So the crucial thing to get here is that the process rules create the ideal plan, right? But then the layout control acts as a reality check to make sure it can actually happen in the real world.
So why is this intelligent system so important? What's the big deal?
It's a big deal because it solves two fundamental challenges at the exact same time: following really complex business rules while navigating a really complex physical space.
And this means a product gets exactly the handling it needs every single time without any manual intervention. No steps get skipped. So, here's the bottom line. This system is what allows for the speed, the accuracy, and the complexity required to power modern commerce. It's a game changer. And that leaves us with a final thought about what's coming next for these incredible invisible systems.
You ever stop and wonder how a massive modern warehouse keeps track of thousands of products that can't just go straight onto a shelf? Well, today, we're going to dive into a really powerful feature in SAP's Extended Warehouse Management System, or EWM, that turns these potentially chaotic multi-step movements into a simple, predictable, and totally automated journey.
So here's the game plan. First, we'll talk about the core challenge that pretty much every warehouse deals with. Then, we'll introduce the smart solution for it, and we'll actually follow a product on its guided trip. After that, we'll unpack the logic the system uses to make its decisions, and finally, we'll peek behind the curtain to see how it's all set up.
All right, let's get right into it. The fundamental problem is that, not every single product that shows up at a warehouse is ready to be put away immediately. The journey is often way more complex than just a straight line from point A to point B.
And that is the million-dollar question, right? If a pallet needs a quality check, or maybe it needs to be broken down into smaller pieces, how do you manage all that efficiently? How do you do it without a ton of manual work, paperwork, and the huge risk of things just getting lost in the shuffle?
Here it is in a nutshell. A simple put-away is exactly what it sounds like. It goes from the receiving door straight to its final home. But a complex put-away, well, that involves a whole sequence of required stops. It might need to hit a quality inspection station, then take a detour to a work center to be broken down before it can finally be put away.
So how in the world does SAP EWM handle this? It uses this absolutely brilliant feature called Process-Oriented Storage Control, or POSC for short. This is the thing that brings a whole lot of order to all that potential chaos.
The best way to think of POSC is like an intelligent, automated GPS for your products. Seriously, before a pallet even starts its journey, the system has already mapped out the entire multi-stop route. It makes sure every single required step gets done and in exactly the right order.
And what's so great is just how versatile this thing is. As you can see, it's not just for goods coming in the door. For inbound products, it can manage everything from unloading and counting all the way to deconsolidation. And for your outbound orders, it can orchestrate picking, packing, and loading into one seamless flow.
Now there's one key rule you've got to understand. This entire system is designed to manage containers. It doesn't track individual loose items. It tracks what are called handling units, or HUs. So things like pallets, crates, or boxes that hold the products. This is absolutely the key to making the whole process work.
Okay, so let's get practical. We're going to follow a real-world inbound scenario and see how this all builds into a smooth, hands-off process for a pallet that just showed up at the warehouse.
All right, let's follow the journey. First, the truck arrives and a task is created to move our pallet to a staging area. Once it's at staging, the system basically looks inside the handling unit. It sees there are multiple different products inside, and that automatically triggers the next step. A new task is generated to move that whole pallet to a deconsolidation work center. It's only after that deconsolidation step is finished that the final put-away tasks for the individual products actually get activated.
Now that all sounds great, but it kind of begs the question, right? How did the system automatically know that this specific pallet needed to be sent over to that deconsolidation work center?
Well, the answer isn't magic. It's just some really smart logic. Let's break down the simple rule the system uses to make this critical decision without any human having to step in.
Okay, so what's really interesting here is just how simple the logic is. The system just looks at the products inside that pallet. It knows product A is headed for a storage area that belongs to group A, and it knows product B is going to an area in group B. Because those deconsolidation groups are different, the system basically says, aha, this pallet has to be broken down, and it triggers the move to the work center. It's really that straightforward.
So we've seen what it does and why it does it. Now for the final piece of the puzzle, let's take a quick look at how a warehouse manager actually sets up these custom routes inside the system.
The way configuration works is by connecting two types of steps. First, you create your own external steps with names that make sense for your warehouse, like quality inspection area. Then, you link each of your custom steps to a standard, non-changeable, internal process step that SAP already understands, like the code for quality inspection.
And here's a really key rule. You can't just arrange these steps in any old order you want. SAP gives you a fixed, logical sequence for both put away and stock removal. Now, you can choose to use some steps and skip others, but you absolutely have to follow this predefined order for the process to work correctly.
And finally, check this out. Two little checkboxes give you a huge amount of control. The Auto WT setting tells the system to automatically create the task for the very next step as soon as the current one is done. The other setting, prod/HUWT, is used to tell the system precisely when in the sequence it should create that final task to put the product away for good.
So when you put it all together, the takeaway is crystal clear. Process-oriented storage control takes what could be a super messy, manual, and error-prone set of movements and completely transforms it into a traceable, automated, and highly efficient flow. It gives you visibility and control right where you need it the most.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought. This logic of defining a journey, setting mandatory stops, and automating the flow from one step to the next is just incredibly powerful. If you think beyond the warehouse, what complex process in your own work or life could be simplified and perfected just by mapping it out step by step?
Okay,